In February of 2023, I decided to try giving up alcohol for, let's say, an undetermined period of time. Now, 2 years on, let me tell you what I've learned and how I've gotten on. So, just over 2 years ago, I had my last alcoholic drink and decided that for me, it would be worth just seeing how I got on without the crutch of alcohol in my life. I didn't have a particular time frame in mind at the time, but for the sake of my mental health, I decided it was perhaps time to try this. For a long time in my life, I'd suffered from anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, and I came to realise that I had a poor relationship with alcohol, let's say. There came a point when I realised that I was self-medicating, and that really the only time that I felt truly relaxed, safe and happy was after a couple of drinks of whiskey. But after many years, there came a point in my mental health journey where I suffered a complete breakdown, was unable to work for 2 months, and had no choice but to seek professional help. Since that point, that I consider to be the birth of me 2.0, I've gotten a lot better, a lot happier, but there was a number of protocols that I've now since put into place to make sure I stay on top of my mental health game. That might be exercise, a decent sleep regime, decent diet, meditation, and obviously cutting down on my alcohol intake. And now, for a number of years since recovering from this episode, I had cut my alcohol intake down drastically. I might perhaps only drink on a Friday and Saturday night. But at some point, I noticed that if I was to drink 10 to 1, my mood would be very, very dark the following day. And I came to notice that it didn't really reach a baseline. I didn't really come back up probably until the mid to the end of the week, at which point I'd start the whole cycle again. Having experienced a life that was less full of anxiety, less full of depression, I found that I had very little tolerance for anything that affected my mental health. Anything that did had to go. And so at this point, I decided that perhaps I would try giving up alcohol altogether. I didn't have an end game, an end goal in mind. I didn't have an end date. I just thought I'd see how I got on. To be honest, I don't think at any point in my life had I ever even managed a dry month. But this just felt like the right time for me. I got to the end of the month, felt pretty good about things. Extended it to 2 months, 3 months, and as I went on, I just felt more and more comfortable having cut alcohol out of my life, and so much better for it. So I've kept going, and now I find that I'm at the point where I don't see that I'm really ever going to want to go back to consuming alcohol at all. I just don't see the need. There are so many alternatives in the way of alcohol-free drinks that are available to you. A lot of breweries now offer non-alcoholic versions of their standard offers. I was very excited when Guinness finally got around to releasing 0.0. So my taste buds have adjusted over the time, and I now find that I enjoy the taste of beer. But I especially enjoy not having the hangovers, not having the feelings of guilt the following day, not having the dark moods. I've got more energy. And I think the benefits of a alcohol-free lifestyle become apparent the further you get into your journey. Obviously, cutting out anything that is addictive and that you've been relying on for a long time is a difficult process, and at the start it was definitely a case of dealing with it one day at a time. The first year's anniversary was a big goal. That passed. The next goal is 2 years. That passed. And I now I don't even worry about it. I now consider myself to be a non-drinker. This was my choice about my health and just my relationship with alcohol. So if you're thinking an alcohol-free life might be of benefit for you, I wish you all the best and let me know how you get on. Cheers. Ugh.